Telecom giants expanding their offerings to consumers. Verizon announcing last week that it will add Apple Music subscriptions to some data plans, and the company is reportedly working on a Netflix-style gaming service. We're going to find out exactly what they're doing right now in a First on Fox Business interview with the CEO of Verizon. Hans Vestberg is with us. It is good to see you.
Good morning. Good seeing you.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was a nice perk, adding the Apple Music. Tell us about the wireless industry today, because as we went to break a moment ago, I said it's hotter than hot. Do you agree with that? What's your stance on wireless today?
I think we have had a good run. We reported our fourth quarter wireless numbers for a week ago, and we added 1.2 million new net adds and 650,000 net add phones. So, yes, we continue to have a good roll from the third quarter into the fourth quarter with the net additions. And, of course, we also had some new things like the Apple Music, etc. I think that we see a good turnout for us.
Hans, how do you grow from here? Verizon is largely a domestic company in America. You obviously you ran Ericsson for a time.
Yes,
I mean, so are there plans to go international?
I think on our enterprise business, we are already global, as well as on our media strategy with our Yahoo brands, etc. On the consumer, we're only in the US, and that's what we're focusing on right now, because when the 5G is coming up, that's, of course, opening new markets for us that we haven't had before.
So how do you expand in terms of the US just for the wireless industry? Are there pockets of the community that still don't have a wireless phone? Are you looking to get that population that wants second phones? How do you grow from here in the U.S.?
I think that it's, when it comes to wireless consumption of consumers, it's, of course, not that so much more growth to do. But what we see with 5G, there's so many other use cases as well. Of course, consumers will get the best service, and 5G will get them even better service than they have today. But we also do with 5G Home, where we actually are addressing a market we don't address today. And then, of course, the real-time enterprise solution based on 5G, where you transform an enterprise. You can be a production floor, or it could be a campus that you transform with 5G. So we see other use cases beyond consumers who go to 5G. We will always take care of our consumers with the best network that we always had, with the best performance. That will continue with as well.
You know, I feel like one of the reasons that Apple saw a slowdown when they reported recently is because why would I buy a new phone now when I know 5G is coming and there aren't any 5G phones yet? When, realistically, do you think 5G phones are on the market, and what is that going to mean for me? What do consumers get with 5G?
It will be soon. I have already announced that we will have two 5G phones coming out this year, and preferably in the first half of the year, from Motorola and from Samsung. And what it's going to mean is that when we're going to have the 5G ultra-wideband zones where you're going to be into, you're going to have 10x throughput and speeds. And of course, you're going to ask me, what are going to be the new use cases? Remember when 4G came? We didn't know. I can tell you there are so many people on smartphones, when they will have 5G with those capabilities, they're going to innovate a lot of new services you can do with that speed, that throughput, the low latency. So I think that our work is to work with the different developers using our platform or our network as a service in order to get a lot of innovation on top of it, and that's going to create a lot of new services.
Now, I think that's also why the home market is so important, because there are pockets, even today in America, where I don't get good broadband service. I go to the beach on the weekend sometimes. You don't get good service. Why is that?
No, that's true. And, of course, the home service has predominantly been a cable or a fiber service. Nowadays, we can also see that you can do that with wireless. And, of course, then you can get it quicker. And we also see cord cutting. So we see that together with you want an OTT service rather than a linear package. We want to follow that and give optionality for our customers. If they want to have a sort of a wireless offering, they should be able to have that in the home as well. So, yes, we see that as a good opportunity. We already launched last year the 5G Home in 4 markets. And, of course, this year we're going to do in more markets.
So that's where the investment is, in the home broadband market, in the 5G to come. You're still in a $10 billion cost-cutting program. Tell us about that in terms of what you're going to prioritize spending money on. Is it spectrum?
No, we prioritize, of course, on the network. Number one is the capex we're investing. Last year we have not announced the fourth quarter yet, so we don't have the full year figures. But of course, we continue to invest whatever is needed in the network. And then, of course, from investment point of view, our dividend is important, and then we continue to manage our debt. So I think we have very clear priorities in our strategy, and I think we're doing everything we need to do when it comes to building the best network in the U.S.
Everybody is trying to get at you, at your ankles, trying to take the market share. It's a competitive business. T-Mobile makes an acquisition announcement. How does that impact your business?
Oh, I think that we need to be on our toes. It is a very competitive market, and of course, if you are the leader, you need to lead. And of course, for us, it's very important to continue to do that from the consumer perspective, but we have a big enterprise business that we need to take care of as well, where we have all the different type of enterprises that we're serving, and then we have the Verizon Media Group, which is all the Yahoo brands, which is also an important piece of our business, and all those assets together is what we can leverage going forward.
So tell me about getting bigger. Do you need more scale? Will you be making a telecom acquisition?
No, I think we have a scale. We are one of the biggest telecom players in the world, so we have the scale. For us, it's more to seeing that we are doing the best of that and getting the best performance out of that and continue to have the best network. I think that's important for us. It's important for our customers, and ultimately it's important for our shareholders.
Now, you mentioned the Yahoo brands. Are you trying to be more of a content player? Is that going to be a priority?
No, I think that what we have right now with assets that we have from Yahoo and sort of Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News and Yahoo Sports, that is important for us, but it's also serving a much broader global market, not only the US market and the consumers here. So that's important for us to have sort of the online sort of streaming services.
And finally, let me ask you that strategy that you went to unlimited. A lot of people said unlimited, how could they offer all this unlimited service and not get revenue? Initially, revenue got crushed from that, but it actually, in retrospect, was a really good thing. You gained market share.
Yeah, I think that first of all, we have built the fantastic network that could cope with it, and we knew that in the beginning we will have a little bit of a revenue decline, but then we turned it around and we have had good growth in the wireless recently. So in the third quarter we had good growth, and we're going to report the fourth quarter is known, and we're going to win.
All right, final question. Big debate here in Davos about the global economy slowing down. Are you expecting a slowdown this year?
I don't know. I mean, if I look in the U.S. market, I mean, technology is so important for our daily life, and so far we have seen that continue to be an important piece. But of course, if it's a huge slowdown, I mean, then people will of course start thinking about their communication bill as well. But so far, it's such an essential for your life, so you continue to invest in it.
Hans, great to hear about your business. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Hans Vestberg is the CEO at Verizon.